How have you learned to adapt when things have not worked out as planned?
I think when things break, apologize and fix it. You have to be trying to some extent to make mistakes, otherwise you're not really taking enough risks, you're not really pushing the envelope, or whatever the expression is, enough. So you have to accept at the outset that you're going to make mistakes and things are going to go wrong, or they're not going to go your way. But they're all opportunities for learning, and they're all essential parts of growing a company from nothing to turning it into something. We've made plenty of mistakes. We had a hilarious incident last summer. Would have been after we last spoke, where the boxes that we put our cards in, we have a variety of different ones, but in particular, the business card box is a black box. We designed it. We have it made in the Far East to enable it to be affordable. I think when we first started making it, it was like $1.50 a box. We got it down to 10 or 20 cents a box. But it takes about 3 months for it to get from the factory in which we make it to the offices in which we pack the cards into it. And it was the summer of last year, and we'd forgotten to order it. So all that we had in our warehouse was some white boxes, which we use as a white label packaging for designers who want to resell, move to other customers, to their customers. So this was a huge mistake. The person that made the mistake, identified it very quickly and said, "Oh, I've made this mistake. I haven't ordered these boxes. I'm going to freight them over, or rather express them over by air freight. But we'll have about 2 weeks where we don't have enough boxes." So what we did was it was the summer last year. We're a British-born company. So we did a royal wedding celebratory wrap, and we said that this was to celebrate the royal wedding. For the next 2 weeks, we'd have these white boxes. And so I think we turned lemons into lemonade. I think it's really important as a company that you admit when you're wrong. And we did admit it on the packaging that this wasn't in any way to do with the fact that we'd forgotten to order more black boxes. So own up to mistakes. On more strategic issues and more kind of bigger, more meaningful mistakes that we've made, we've taken the company in one direction strategically, and it wasn't quite right. We've pulled back. I think constantly we're doing this and opening and broadening our minds, and broadening our products, and looking at opportunity, and then experimenting with those things. And sometimes none of them work, and sometimes some of them work. But essentially, you broaden and you focus. You broaden and focus, and that's how you establish what works and where the real opportunities lie. If you're just doing this the whole time, if you're just open, you'll run in a million different directions. I think I see a lot of people who raise money, who go out to raise money, and one of the really bad things about that experience is every time you go and see another VC, it's just this. There's no focus. It's all, or what if this? What if that? If you did this, or I didn't like that in your presentation, I like this thing here. And you get dragged in every direction. And that continues to happen when you're a bigger company, when your board of directors, your investors, will constantly be saying, what if this? What if we do that? Oh, we could be growing 10 times faster. And sometimes you just have to say, look, we're in this mode right now. We're in the focus mode, and we're delivering. We said we're going to do this, and we said we're going to go there. And if we go off course, we might never find our way back again. So I think brainstorming and experimenting and testing and all really good when you're in this mode. But you have to remember, you have to get back to this, otherwise you will get lost. You will completely lose your way, and you'll never find it back again. So when that happens, you just have to be honest with everyone and say, okay, we're trying this, and we tried these 3 things and they sucked. So we're going to get back on track, get back on focus, and keep going. And I think that's very reassuring as well. As long as you know where your end destination is, as long as you told people and they get it and they buy into it and they say, okay, I want to go on that journey, they'll forgive you for going and exploring this island over here that was uninhabited, or didn't have any water on it, or whatever it was, because they know that you're going to be relentless about getting to that final destination, and that gives you great hope, and it gives you great reassurance that you can get a little bit lost along the way, but you're still going in the same ultimate direction.